This is going to be a big change. I had 2 topics that I thought about.
And I'm really glad you picked this one.
And so a little backstory. I was at our local grocer, More for Less. And right there next to the deli, they have some pretty good little delicacies, whether you get the wrap or chicken salad or whatever it may be. But they also do some mean desserts. And I dug into a little dirt pudding, and I was pretty happy. And so what I was wondering about was pudding.
Pudding.
Not your little sweetie down at the honky tonk, but I'm talking about pudding.
Yep.
Like snack pack, we're going to jam out, or we're going to get fancy.
Figgy pudding.
Yeah. So I'm a big pudding guy, which is probably no surprise.
Ah!
I wouldn't guess it. But where do you guys stand on pudding?
If there is pudding, I'll eat all the pudding. I'm not a snack pack guy, but like every once in a blue moon, Jen will make pudding for the kids. And if they don't get to it first, they just don't get to it.
Make pudding?
Well, like the packets, that you whip it up and then put it in the fridge. You know what I mean?
You've never made pudding?
It's like a Jell-O box, but it's not Jell-O, it's pudding.
And it sets up like 5 minutes. It's ready to eat.
The butterscotch is good. You got vanilla, chocolate,
coconut cream,
double fudge. Not a coconut cream guy.
Double fudge,
something of that nature. Then you got banana pudding, which homemade banana pudding with vanilla wafers on top.
You know who makes the meanest banana pudding in the whole wide world?
Tell us.
It's not the same. It's not. You're wrong because it's Miss Cheryl Daggy's mom, R.I.P. She made the best banana pudding.
Well, who makes the most current best?
I don't know.
She's in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Cab!
No.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I've never had Cab's vanilla pudding, but
that was really good. We got a pan of that for some reason last year around this time of Christmas.
My warden makes one mean banana pudding.
The kids didn't get any of that either. And it was a big pan of pudding.
Wait, you made him a pan of pudding? And you don't bring your neighbor a pan of pudding?
No, she didn't.
She made it for her family. Somebody backed out. She had to come here to get something. And she was like, will you guys eat pudding? I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's banana pudding. I'm like, yeah.
Turns out we bought one of them Sam's bundle of bananas. And they went bad real quick. Must have put them way too close to the onions or something. And we had to make pudding in a hurry.
Gosh, I love banana.
So dirt pudding. Hey, what about tapioca? Where are you at on tapioca?
I'm out.
It looks like gonorrhea excrement.
I don't think it's excrement.
Discharge.
There you go.
Yeah.
How do you know what gonorrhea discharge
Health
is?
class.
Internet.
And a guy that I used to work with had it, and he said it looked like that.
Now, do you like your dirt pudding with the gummy worms?
Absolutely not.
What?
No.
This is more controversial than your cat take.
No. Keep them stupid ass rubber. No. No. Hell no.
I mean, you don't eat it with it, but when you're done with pudding, you're like, oh, gummy worms.
Ooh.
Or you eat them first and then have the delicious pudding.
What a pleasant surprise.
No. I don't like it.
I at probably one point would say,
you know
that
why?
banana
Because
pudding is my favorite dessert.
Because the pudding adjacent to the worm,
crusty,
is gross like that. Yeah, no, I'm out. I
do love a daggone dirt pudding.
It's good,
man. So whenever little stroll back into history here, but whenever Brick Oven Pizza was open there on Huntingburg on 6th Street there in Huntingburg,
yeah,
we would go up there for lunch because you could get that buffet for like $6 or $7.
What a deal!
If you got a water. And then, you got your pizza buffet, and it was like a made-to-order thing. They would say, what kind of pie do you want? We're like, chicken bacon ranch or strum or, whatever, meat lovers, blah, blah. And then they had a pretty nice salad bar because their salad bar, and in my opinion, salad bar, if they have banana peppers and pepperoni slices on their on their salad bar, that's top-notch. Like, I'm all in. Like, banana peppers and pepperonis, lettuce, eggs, ham, bacon, the whole works. Like, that's where I'm at. That's where my head's at. Every single time at the end of the bar, they had 2 big vats of vanilla pudding and chocolate pudding.
Mm-hmm. Would you do a little swirl?
Never did it.
I never had buffet pudding.
Never ate buffet pudding. Never.
Well, you see buffet pudding a lot at Chinese buffets too.
And I never was a pudding guy. Like I just get my pizza,
I want
my
some damn
salad,
pudding.
and then my Diet Coke. Eat everything. Finish it off with a fresh DC, and then I was ready for the road. But now there was guys on the crew that were huge pudding guys. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking the deep dish soup bowl
Yeah.
full of pudding, and they're maybe one chocolate, maybe one vanilla, maybe one twist. Real big pudding guys, but I'm out. And I bought, so we got a kid that takes some medicine daily, and I bought some snack packs and some things, to help with that process in the mornings, and they destroyed them within they're gone first 25 minutes, 4 or 5, 6 snack packs that toast, vanilla, one chocolate, one the layer one.
Oh, those are
where
awesome.
it's like darker brown, medium brown, and then darker brown on the bottom. Not sure what those layer flavors are.
Now, in that layer flavor, would you eat one layer at a time, or were
Absolutely
you
not.
a savage?
No, I never. When I was in the,
you eat the layers singularly.
he's probably autistic. When I did do the puddings, I never when I would have
pudding spectrum.
when I had the puddings for when I was at the mine, I would take them every now and then because we have them every now and then. I never used a spoon.
No, you just kind of.
Yeah, you just kind of and then kind of get in there, and I got this big whale tongue that I can kind of scoop it out.
You really cup the.
Scoop it out
Yeah.
of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. Because
I like
pudding is a
pudding.
wild thing. It's like people that have
So
texture.
you don't buy box pudding and just make pudding?
I don't
do.
think I ever
Dave,
have.
I do.
I don't think I ever have. No,
I do.
I mean, I have not personally. Never. Now, Jell-O. Now, the warden and her kooky grandma, they used to make these Knox blocks things.
Now, what is a Knox block?
Well, Knox gelatin is unflavored gelatin, and then you add
Vodka.
Well, you could, or you could just add flavoring to this Knox gelatin. And I don't know if it was a tradition, it was more structurally rigid than a traditional gelatin, to where you could cut it like with a knife, and they would stay in blocks, like they were.
Oh,
Like you would
probably
have
good for Jell-O molds.
you would have or you'd have a big sheet pan, and you would just cut it into blocks, and they're called Knox blocks, and that was a thing that
What do you flavor them with?
well maybe
Kool-Aid packets?
or maybe like a traditional Jell-O box or something. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, that was just like a thing that her granny, not granny, but her other grandma would always have. And I mean, I've seen that done. Knox blocks. Yeah, see, there they are. It was just like a gelatin that's it's a Knox is the brand of Jell-O that they make, but it's like an old timey thing that they did. But
Janelle will make like a brownie pudding. We've got this. It almost looks like an oversized chalice.
Okay.
And she'll make like a brownie pudding, whipped cream, parfait kind of thing.
now figgy pudding, according to the old Christmas songs, traditional figgy pudding, it looks like dog shit. With some mistletoe on top,
Yeah,
or a
I'm probably
holly
out on
holly
figgy.
leaf.
Yeah.
And I'm not really big on figs, dates, figs, golden
No.
raisins, spices.
Ritter
It's
makes a
wet,
pig and pig
sticky, kind of thick porridge
what
made from
pizza?
boiled figs.
Pig and fig. It's pig and fig, but I don't know if it's fig and pig or pig and fig, but it's those two words. Real good, kind of sweet.
I think I'm probably going to be out on that too.
I bet you.
Now, what about what other pudding? So
Donuts?
bread pudding.
Oh yeah.
So my dad and mom, real big bread pudding people. They would do the obviously the Golden Corral, or the any other hog trough that I grew up going to.
It's been so long since I've been to a
We need to go.
Seemed like somebody
6
had
times a season.
somebody had a big pan of bread pudding somewhere. The Stoles up there, Stoles in Lagodi Lakeview, they had a quality bread pudding. I just never could get down onto that. Now blood pudding You ever had a blood pudding?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that's like a British thing. And it's in a link, but they call it like it's almost like a blood sausage thing that we would call it around here, but like it's a you know that big fat guy on TikTok that's like dinner,
Yeah.
roast potato, tomato, pudding, and it was like the pudding was like it was like a link, like a sausage, but it was black. Probably not very good either, but
Around here, some folks do the persimmon pudding.
yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Never had it.
Or the cookies, persimmon cookies.
Never had those either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never
Dave,
eaten
you
a
need to
persimmon.
expand your horizon.
You've never eaten a persimmon?
No.
Come
Just-
on over tomorrow. I'll hook you up.
We
Don't
got
eat it
some
off
here.
the tree.
You got a persimmon tree close?
Mhm.
Where?
Backyard.
In the ditch?
You want to pick them up off the ground
Oh, damn.
Okay.
because off the tree, they're
Wyatt or Weston ate one off the tree and they about threw up.
Very
and,
bitter.
yeah.
so that's why I've not.
You let them rot, and then that just makes the fruit nice and ripe.
Yeah, if you get them off the tree, it's so bitter that it'll suck the moisture out of your head.
I'll be dang.
Yeah, it's tough.